Assessment of the damages across our community, particularly to the residential side of our community, is about $18.8 million.
Jonathan Lord, Flagler County Emergency Management Director, giving the latest damage estimate in Flagler County from Hurricane Milton.
That hefty figure includes all directions in the county, according to Lord, who encourages anyone with damage and without insurance to contact FEMA for repair support.
If you haven't done so, if you have damages and you have not done so, please go ahead and file an insurance claim with your insurance company. And for those residents who are underinsured or uninsured, the Federal Emergency Management Agency has assistance programs for events like this, and Flagler County residents are eligible.
Lord has the easy-to-remember contact information for help.
We highly recommend that people go to disasterassistance.gov. That's disasterassistance, all one word, .gov. Or if you don't have access to a computer, give them a call at 800-621-FEMA. That's 1-800-621-FEMA. And go ahead and file an application for FEMA individual assistance.
Most housing assistance will be money to reimburse lodging expenses, provide help with rent, provide help with home repair, or in a worst-case scenario, help with home replacement.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, October 16th. In the aftermath of Hurricane Milton, Palm Coast City staff worked to ensure the community's safety and recovery. From October 5th to 11th, the city saw heavy rainfall, with the Southwest receiving up to 16 inches. The city's wastewater system faced significant stress, handling up to 17 million gallons daily, well beyond its 6.8 million gallon capacity. City crews distributed 80,000 sandbags, cleared trees, restored traffic signals, and addressed stormwater drainage. Acting City Manager Lauren Johnston commended city staff for their around-the-clock efforts.
I also want to thank staff for our efforts on recovery of and response of Hurricane Milton. Our staff weathered the storm, many of them staying overnight, and then really full court press on cleaning up. And our city looks beautiful right now, and it's a testament to our team.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. As cleanup continues after two recent hurricanes, it's time to assess your home for damage.
Pete Leonards with Eagle Eye Home Inspections explains you may not directly see damage, but knowing the condition of your roof is important.
It's always a good thing to have somebody come out and either walk your roof, or if it's inaccessible to walking it, you should at least fly a drone. And what you're looking for is shingles that have lifted and folded back, so there will be like a crease line. Eventually those shingles are going to break off, and then you're going to have problems down the road. So you want to address them as soon as possible. If you have access to the attic and can walk around, if not, I would suggest you call somebody to come out and do it. Basically, you're looking for any wet spots on the plywood or the particle board in the attic. And a lot of times, if you have a stain on your ceiling in the house, you would assume that most people assume that that's where the leak is. You can't just look at that one area.
And be sure to stay aware of changes throughout your home.
Just be aware of your house. If you see something that you didn't notice before, try to address it.
For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Last weekend was a busy one for the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley has your weekend roundup.
Over the weekend, deputies made 23 arrests, handled 851 calls for service, and made 159 traffic stops. Two of the more notable arrests was a convicted felon who was found to be possessing a gun along with methamphetamine. Hopefully this individual will learn to turn his life around. Until the meantime, he's in the Green Roof Inn, $28,000 bond. See Something, Say Something also helped in two juvenile incidents that ends in multiple arrests. Concerned citizens observed suspicious activity and called the sheriff's office, and deputies responded to a vacant home and discovered juveniles, one who was in possession of a handgun that was reported stolen in Palm Coast. He was arrested. The other teens had charges filed on them for loitering, prowling, and various other charges, and were released to their parents. Parents, I remind you to know where your children are and be the sheriff of your home and know who they're hanging out with. We don't want to arrest your teenager, but if they commit a crime, we will. Teach your kids right from wrong.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.